Hi, boys and girls. Happy Tuesday. So good to be able to connect with you again. Hope all is going well and you're enjoying this beautiful spring weather and having some fun doing some activities with your family. Today is May the 5th. All right. Remember May, it has that AY long A sound we've been talking about. It rhymes with a lot of words that we know that have AY at the end. And then it's a 5. And if you remember on the calendar, we say May the 5th, just like 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. All right, kind of have a TH at the end of that, don't we? 5th. May the 5th. And our year, of course, everybody say 2020 or 2020. All right, and today is, I bet you know it already. Everybody say today is Tuesday. Great job. Makes that T sound. If today's Tuesday, tomorrow will be Wednesday. And if today is Tuesday, yesterday was Monday. Awesome job. All right. Well, boys and girls, this week I want to show you a verse. And this is one of our first verses we had at the very beginning of kindergarten. If you remember, there's only 3 words. Do you remember what they were? God is love. Remember, it was found in 1 John 4:16. We had a really great song to go along with that. But remember, there is a book in the Bible called John, just plain John. But then there's also a book in the Bible called 1 John. There's also 2 John and 3 John. But this verse, it's only 3 words. God is love. And if you remember, you guys could even spell it. G-O-D, God, is, I-S, love, L-O-V-E. It's kind of a fancy L there. Love. God is love. What a great verse to remember as we work this week. All right, boys and girls, as we're going through our day, remember, God is love. All right, well, today I brought another great book to share with you. I'm going to need your help on this one, too. Can you say, click, clack, moo? Can you say that? Click, clack, moo. Cows that type. Look at that. Cluh, cluh, and then moo. Say that again. Click, clack, moo. Cows that type. Boys and girls, have you ever seen a cow type? That is something I don't think I've ever seen. All right. Click, clack, moo. Cows that type. Uh-oh. Look at Farmer Brown's face on this. Look at that. Farmer Brown has a problem. His cows like to type. All day long he hears. Can you help me? Click, clack, moo. Click, clack, moo. Clickety, clack, moo. Can you say that with me? Click, clack, moo. Click, clack, moo. Clickety, clack, moo. At first, he couldn't believe his ears. Cows that type? Impossible. Here we go. Click, clack, moo. Click, clack, moo. Clickety, clack, moo. Then he couldn't believe his eyes. Dear Farmer Brown, the barn is very cold at night. We'd like some electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. It was bad enough the cows had found the old typewriter in the barn. Now they wanted electric blankets? No way, said Farmer Brown. No electric blankets. So the cows went on strike, and they left a note on the barn door. Sorry, we're closed. No milk today. No milk today, cried Farmer Brown. And in the background, he heard the cows busy at work. Help me out. Click, clack, moo. Click, clack, moo. Clickety, clack, moo. The next day, he got another note. Dear Farmer Brown, the hens are cold too. They'd like electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. The cows were growing impatient with the farmer. They left a note on the barn door. Closed. No milk, no eggs. No eggs, cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard them. Here we go. Click, clack, moo. Click, clack, moo. Clickety, clack, moo. Cows that type? Hens on strike? Who ever heard of such a thing? How can I run a farm with no milk and no eggs? Farmer Brown was furious. Furious, that means he was mad. Farmer Brown got out his own typewriter. Dear cows and hens, there will be no electric blankets. You are cows and hens. I demand milk and eggs. Sincerely, Farmer Brown. Duck was a neutral party, so he brought the ultimatum to the cows. The cows held an emergency meeting. All the animals gathered around the barn to snoop, but none of them could understand moo. All night long, Farmer Brown waited for an answer. Duck knocked on the door early the next morning, and he handed Farmer Brown a note. Dear Farmer Brown, we will exchange the typewriter for electric blankets. Leave them outside the barn door, and we will send Duck over with the typewriter. Sincerely, the cows. Farmer Brown decided this was a good deal, and he left the blankets next to the barn door and waited for Duck to come with the typewriter. And the next morning he got a note. Uh-oh. Dear Farmer Brown, the pond is quite boring. We'd like a diving board. Sincerely, guess who? The ducks. Click, clack, quack. Click, clack, quack. Clickety, clack, quack. Can you say that with me? Click, clack, quack. Click, clack, quack. Clickety, clack, quack. Look at that. I think they got their diving board. Great. Thanks for helping me with that. That had some fun sounds to make, didn't it? Clickety, clack, quack. All those were fun words to say. All right. Well, yesterday we looked at 3 new tricky words, and these words all rhymed. If you remember, we started one with the SH, sh, should. We took the SH and put a C and made could. And we took that C and turned it into a W and made would. This is would you get that book for me? Not the kind of wood that we would chop for the fireplace. It's spelled differently. It sounds the same, but it's spelled differently. So remember a while back when we played basketball and we dribbled the letters and shot the baskets? We're going to do that with our 3 new tricky words. So get your basketball ready. Make sure you have a basketball hoop. We're using our imagination. And here we go. W-O-U-L-D, shoot the basket, wood. Great. That's kind of a long, tricky word, isn't it? Rhyming word. Get your basketball. C-O-U-L-D, shoot the basket, could. And the last one that rhymes, that's your basketball, don't lose it. S-H-O-U-L-D, should. Great. Those were 3 new tricky words to add to your pile of tricky words that you've already learned. All right. Let's go ahead, and today for our handwriting, boys and girls, we need this. It's a basket of flowers, all right? And I'm going to need you to do your very, very best on this today. If you have heard already, Sunday is Mother's Day. And we love Mommy every day, and we are so grateful for everything mommies do every day. But Sunday is kind of a special day. They could just call it Mother's Day, and it's an extra special day to thank Mommy for all the things she does for us. All right, so for our handwriting, it says, Dear Mother, and then it says, thank you for, and a lot of handwriting lines, and then at the bottom it says love and a handwriting line. So remember, this is for Mommy, so you want to do your very best handwriting. And of course, you can just write your first name. Mommy knows your last name. So love, of course, your first name nice and neatly on the handwriting lines, top line, middle line, bottom line. And then I want you to think about all the wonderful things Mommy does for you. Mommy cooks you food, does your laundry, takes care of you, reads you stories, buys you things that you need, like food and clothing, but probably fun things too, like toys and books, and takes you places. So mommies do so many wonderful things. We thank the Lord for our wonderful moms. So we want to think, and we can think of one or two things, whatever you would like to do, and you're going to write thank you for, and you might need some help writing what you want to put on here. You can use the handwriting lines, thank you for example, making dinner. Maybe you're writing thank you for playing with me, whatever you would like to do. And again, I know there's so many things Mommy does. It's hard to pick just one or two things, but I want you to do your very best handwriting for Mommy on this. And then of course a period at the end of your sentence, and then look at this basket of flowers. You get to use your pretty crayons or markers, whatever you have, and color it. Remember, it's for Mommy, so we don't want to scribble scrabble. We want to make pretty flowers, a spring basket of flowers for Mommy, all right? And then if you can, cut it out. That would be awesome. If you don't have any scissors and you can't do that, that's okay too. This is something that you get to keep and give to Mommy, all right? You do not need to return this back to me. This is for Mommy, all right? And I bet she'd like a big hug and kiss when you give her that for Mother's Day on Sunday, all right? So do your very, very best work for Mommy on that. All right, when you come back on the next video, we're going to need our reader. So we'll go to our blue book 3 reader on the next video. So do your best on your handwriting. Remember, you want to show Mommy how much you love her.